The Taoiseach says a vote for Sinn Féin is a vote of support for the IRA. The Veronica Guerin murder, a man arrested today, was wired with microphones. The Mobutu regime flounders as Zairean rebels take the second city. And the government stands firm on public sector pay after meeting with social partners. Good evening and welcome. First this evening to that scathing attack by the Taoiseach and the SDLP leader on Sinn Féin and the IRA. Speaking at a news conference at government buildings, Mr Bruton said a vote for Sinn Féin was a vote of support for the IRA and for their campaign of killing and murder. John Hume said it would be insulting the intelligence of the voters in the north to say that a vote for Sinn Féin was anything other than a vote for the violence of the IRA.
Tonight's meeting between the SDLP and the coalition leaders was part of a regular review of the current state of the situation in the north. At a news conference on the steps of government buildings, the Taoiseach began by strongly condemning the recent IRA actions and the sectarian attacks on churches in the north. He was then asked if a vote for Sinn Féin in the coming election was a vote for the IRA, and he had this blunt response.
Currently, Sinn Féin is part of a movement which also consists of another element, which is the IRA. And the IRA is engaged in a campaign of violence which includes the killing of people to pursue a political objective. Political support for Sinn Féin is support for that campaign.
There's absolutely no doubt. I mean, if you're a voter on the ground in Northern Ireland, and the voters on the ground, it's an insult to the intelligence of any voter in Northern Ireland to tell them that by voting Sinn Féin they're not voting for violence, because everybody knows that Sinn Féin and the IRA belong to the one movement.
And the Taoiseach was again pressed on the issue.
Your question was whether you believed it was appropriate, if we had to ultimately talk to Sinn Féin, for us to point out that Sinn Féin is part of the one movement with the IRA, and that a vote for Sinn Féin is support for the IRA. My answer to that is, that's the truth. And the cause of peace is never served by failing to tell the truth or engaging in hypocrisy. It would be hypocrisy to pretend that a vote for Sinn Féin is anything other than a vote of support for the IRA, because they're part of the one movement.
The Taoiseach didn't mince his words tonight when he criticised Sinn Féin. He bluntly said that a vote for Sinn Féin was a vote for the IRA. And given the remarks of the Taoiseach, echoed by John Hume, it's clear that the gulf between the Republican movement and the two men is wider than ever.
The Sinn Féin President Gerry Adams said tonight that Taoiseach was absolutely and totally wrong. He said a vote for Sinn Féin was a vote for a political party which had taken huge risks for peace and which was totally committed to its peace strategy.